Once upon a time, there was a lady who made a wish. She wished for a bike that she could ride and explore all of the trails to their full length when she went camping. Now, she didn't tell anybody about her wish because when you blow the candles out on a cake, somebody will invariably say, "What did you wish?" And then you say, "Well, if I tell you, it won't come true." But then, one day, a big box arrived on her doorstep. I mean, a really big box. Special delivery today. Something really cool.
Yeah, I can look for a cut or something.
I gotta put this together. A mooncool folding e-trike. Yeah, TK1. I almost still can't believe it, even though I've had it, used it, and enjoyed it already. After unpacking everything, and it was really well packed, Stanley and I both read all the directions, how to put it together, and the manual. Most of it is, I would say, 80% put together. You add the wheel, the front fender, the front basket, the headlight. I think that's about it. It's very easy to put together. The motor, well, it uses a 48 volt, 500 watt motor, and it really works well. Has a rear differential mechanism, which means that each wheel will turn as it's needed individually. Stanley's disposing of all the
What?
you're disposing of all the boxing and all the stuff, all the garbage, all the wrapping that was on it, keeping it safe. After you set it all together, you use it, of course, try it out. And it was amazing. I was really impressed by the power, even though I personally don't need a lot of power. But Stanley maxed it out. It goes about 16 miles per hour, and they say that it can take you probably about 60 miles, so 30-mile round trip. But I don't think many of us would do that. So we took it on camping, and boy, did it fill up the vehicle. But we were able to pack everything in around our vehicle. Lots of fun. And then my daughter joined us. So the first thing she did is she hopped on the bike. My new bike for the first time.
Let me put this down.
In the wild.
Careful, Carter. We brought our helmets. Wow, this is massive. Like bigger than the pictures.
Really than you thought, yeah.
Really well made thing.
Is there brakes for it?
Yes, 2 brakes on the front.
It's not switched on at the moment.
Okay, no more Timbits.
You can find one. But he doesn't like Timbits now, does he?
So it pedals like a regular bike, right?
It does, yeah. And then you have what they call pedal assist. The battery's not on yet.
Pedal assist? Though.
Yeah, you're just trying it out.
You do have a helmet in the trunk.
I took the basket off the front because it was an optical illusion for me. Whenever I turned, I expected the basket to turn, and it didn't. And so I had trouble like turning, but so I took the basket off on the front anyway. You just came, not to see me, you just came for my bike.
It's a little different to like turn. Like I almost couldn't turn there.
You're gonna be in trouble. This camping trip was a little bit different, not only because we had the mooncool e-trike with us, we also decided to try sleeping in the vehicle with just using the Napier Cove. So we set that up. It actually has a door and a screen that you can close up at night and have the screen open a bit for air. And I think it would be really good for just simple road trips where you want to stop for the night and just sleep in your vehicle and have some privacy and also a little bit of extra room. Plus, we added the bug screen, and that gave us a little porch-like area. And so here we are. If you haven't watched previous videos on setting up the Cove, you can search subscribe, go ahead and subscribe and look at past videos and you'll see it. For me, this camping trip was all about the Mooncool e-trike. I couldn't wait to try it, to get out on the trails and just really enjoy it. And you know what? We had so much fun. It ends up being one of the most enjoyable and fun experiences or camping trips that we've had this year. So stay tuned.
Not bad. Woo!
See? Oh, where are they? There they are. Look, 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 look. Here they come.
He makes me nervous on this thing. He's a lot more daring and faster.
I could use this so I can make it go.
We all wanted to go for a walk, and there was 4 of us, aged 82, 71, 41, and almost 3. So how did we get to the end point? Well, we decided that I would actually take the bike and I would just ride back and forth and get some experience and wait for them to walk to our end goal, which was to go and see the geese. But then we got a different idea. My daughter decided to ride on the back holding her son. So that was the first cargo haul that I had. And then Stanley decided to take our daughter for a few spins. So he took the bike and he went and picked her up and brought her to our end point, which was to feed the birds. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of shifting around. Finally, I got my turn, my solo run, and I took it on one of the really long, winding trails that went in around the park. So let me tell you a little bit about this. First of all, the ride was really comfortable. I have mentioned that learning how to steer is an acquired experience. For example, some of the part of the road that I was on was very bumpy. Sometimes it leaned way over to the right, which was, designed for drainage of water. Great for the roads, but when you're riding a bike, it tends to have the bike lean in that direction. So you just lean in the opposite direction to balance your weight. I suppose that's true of riding any bike. But you know what? I haven't ridden a bike since I was maybe in my 20s. I hate to confess that. I keep saying to myself, you are in control of the bike. I hope I am. Why am I going down the hill? Oops. Oh no, I've come to a dead end. Oh, I think I can get through. I'll have to stop and find out. Still getting used to it, but it's lots of fun. I'm pretty much almost always in first gear till I really get a good feel for it. Now I'm going up a hill, working really good. This is going to be good exercise as well. Maybe I'll get more in shape. So I just did part of the trail that we've never walked because it would be too far to walk. And it was great seeing it. A little squirrel running across my path there. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Had a great visit with my daughter and lots of fun on the bike. I had no idea that we'd be hauling people along in the back of the basket, but it worked good because it's rated for, I think it's at 450 pounds, so I knew added up, none of us met that number. So anyway, I'm headed back for some refreshments with Stanley, and he handles the bike way better than I do. He said because he was used to riding motorbikes when he was young in Ireland, riding motorbikes. So can't wait to show some of my friends And I'm sure they're all going to want to try it. So anyway, here we go. In this video, I'm pedaling, but you don't have to if you don't want to, although it's advisable because it helps the battery last longer. But on the right hand, there on the handle, there is a throttle, so you can just put it to the max. And Stanley confessed to me later that that's what he tends to do. He tends to use the throttle. Now on another day, I used it quite a bit, and it does make the battery go down a little bit faster. There is a power box and unit where you can attach to the battery. You remove the battery from under the seat and bring it in the house, plug it in, and it will charge up the battery. And they recommend using a timer for that, which I always do. I set a timer on the stove so that I know that the battery is fully charged. There's a light on the little power box, and it indicates red when it needs charging and green when it's ready. Okay, Stanley, you rode the bike. What was it like?
Well, the bike was really quite smooth. As you know, it's an electric bike, and it accelerates very quickly. The brakes are good, but it's not like a rocket ship. It doesn't go at 40 or 50 miles an hour. It goes about 15 when you open it up. But
And you're used to higher speeds because you rode motorbikes when you were younger.
And the levers are very very easy to operate. The two in the handlebars, well, one on the right is the throttle, and you just hold it and turn it like a motorbike, and away she goes. And then brakes, you've got two levers for brakes. One is for the back, one is for the front. And this is a tricycle, a 3-wheel cycle.
When I was reading the book, it said when you're using the brakes to use them both at the same time. So one's the front, one's the back.
I always use them both at the same time because it balances the load of the braking system. If you only do one, you either have the front on or the back. You use both, you have front and back. It's just a good balancing, because in weather that's not too kind, when you start using odd brake levers, you could set it up to skid off one way or another. But it's a good bike.
What about when you were? I sent daughter Jacqueline to go get you, and when you guys came back, you were driving and she was riding on the back. What was that like?
Well, that was the first time I'd really had a good run on it, and I decided I'm going to open it up. And Jackie, Susie's daughter, began to yell and wondered what was going to happen. But it threw me back to great days of motorcycle riding in Ireland, and I knew I was in control of this machine compared to some of the bikes we rode years ago. And I had it under control, so she could yell all she liked. But I think some of it was a squeal of delight. Yes, good bike, a lot of fun, and it can actually carry two people. Although the second person's out of luck because you sit in the basket.
Oh yeah, and it's not really that comfortable, but
no, it's not. And
it's
designed. That's designed for luggage and groceries. And
in this case, we were lugging one another around on the trail to catch up to the other person.
Although we didn't do much of that, but then Susie decided she's going to take off and have a big roundabout in this park, which is called Big Trail, which is called Earl Road. It's a Ontario Parks.
Ontario Provincial Park.
Yeah. Anyway, all fun.
Here we are having a bite to eat, and the bees are buzzing around, all trying to come in, but they can't because we have our bug shield on. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. There's the end. Yeah, we have our bug shield on the cozy Napier Cove. Good eats, eh, Stan?
I say that the bug screen is so good but I got stung this morning.
Oh, well, you weren't in the bug screen then.
Well,
So it's a good thing we have it now.
a bee landed between my fingers, and it all happens in seconds. And then my response was to squeeze, and I did, and it stung me as I squeezed. So
Which finger?
it's these two here,
Oh, yeah, a ring finger. Yeah.
and I asked Jackie, our girl, if she'd pull out the stinger.
Yeah, she had to pull it out. Yeah.
So she did, very delicately, but she had the nails to do it. She pulled it
But
out.
you could see it sticking out. Yeah.
And then I was going to say, you're going to have a laugh and say we went to the regional hospital. But we didn't, we just put some stuff on it.
I had my first aid stuff, and Jacqueline had some too, so it was great. Worked out well.
No big deal. Lots of people get stung. Don't like it, but stay out of the way of bees. Now we have a little thing we do. We put a trap up on one of the picnic tables.
Yeah.
And the trap is water or fruit juice and
Back there,
sugary stuff. And they land in it, they start to drink, and they get drunk,
that blue bowl,
and they drown.
way over there, that blue bowl, and also some fruit that actually went sour. And they're hanging out over there mostly. But when we're eating in here, they still try to come around. The light is on. Not sure why. So you don't feel claustrophobic in here, do you?
No.
You
I
know,
used to.
you know that you've got the vent open up there, so there's good air. Sleeping in here, definitely keep the vent open for air. And then the fan blowing through. How's the tea coming?
It's almost ready.
Okay, good. Shall we eat it inside the tent? Because the bees are showing up.
I'll eat it out here. I'll keep them in day.
All right. Like I said, we had so much fun camping. But afterwards, I thought maybe it's a good idea to show you how we actually got this 89-pound folding vehicle into our Honda. Now, we've decided eventually not to fold the vehicle, just to sort of scoot it in and just ride it in and block it. I'll explain that. Just watch. That won't reach. All right. I think I'm gonna grab here and here. Let's see if I can do it that way. 1, 2, 3.
Push.
Watch the pedals. Wait now. So, okay.
If anything, it needs to go that way, but
I know, it's got to go over the bump.
well, it's just basically the.
Okay, ready? There we go. Lift up more. There you go. Watch. Okay, good.
There, that's it. Now what?
she is, all safe and secure. A couple bungees and block of wood. She's all set. So secure in the vehicle. We blocked her in here, and we used bungee cords, which we attached to the basket. And she didn't move. She was good.
I thought if you take it ahead and then drop it down a bit to clear the common bars from wire.
Take the bungees off. We found it easier to just slip bike in the back of a Honda without the need to fold it. It does have a folding mechanism, and you can get into a smaller space when you want to transport it. But we just found that keeping it upright, taking the handlebars off and slipping it into the back, but it worked for us. Right. It was just easier. It's about 98 pounds in weight, so it's not too heavy, especially when you get two people.
I gotta get a good grip here.
Yeah, so do I.
Take the weight of it. Take this weight.
Down. There you go. And we put the handlebars back up. Wheel around.
Get nice and straight, man.
So there she is. She's all set up, ready to go. I have my helmet on. Now, we come around to here and turn her on. And then, on here, you hold this middle button. And then your display shows up. And that means I'm ready to go. I'll pull it into first gear, and I can use my throttle to make it go, or just pedal. And this is the pedal assist, and it goes up in the gear number up to 5. Or if I want to bring it down, of course you hit the down button. There is a cruise control, but I haven't figured that part out yet.
All right, she looks pretty good to go.
All right,
Fueled up.
So I usually start off by throttle just to get it going. And she kicks in. See you later. Without telling anyone that I had a desire to have an electric bike, just out of the blue, I was contacted by the company Mooncool. They said they'd been following our Two Seniors Camping YouTube channel and offered to send us the Mooncool TK1 folding e-trike. They said they believed it would be a great fit for our channel's adventurous spirit. Well, they really got us right, didn't they? Several emails later, and a little time passed, and then my big box arrived. You know, I almost couldn't believe it, because it was such a new experience and such a special, great thing to happen. After trying out the Mooncool, which I absolutely love, I joined the affiliate program. So this means that I can offer you a code so that you can get a discount. Now the code is Sue101, and I'll leave the link in the description. You know, the e-bikes have been on the market for a long while. Back in the 60s, then the 70s and 80s, they were in existence. And then back around in 1992, the idea of pedal assist entered the market. And this bike has a pedal assist, which means that as you're pedaling along, if you need that little extra oomph for a push or whatever, especially going up a hill, you can select all the way from 1 to 5. I tend to use 1 to 3 quite a bit. And then once in a while when I'm on a straight terrain, I'll go up to 5. But you know what? It just makes the whole idea of riding a bike so much more pleasurable and easy to do. So the pedal assist is on the left hand of the handlebars. On the right hand, you have a throttle. Stanley likes to use that one quite a bit. So all you do is you just twist the throttle forward towards your body and it takes off, sometimes with a bit of a jolt. It's actually quite fun to use as well. Now, you're not going to get as long battery use when you're using the throttle, but once in a while, I'll use it to get started or definitely going up a hill. Sometimes I use it as I'm making a turn just to give me a little bit of extra push in the power as I'm turning. As a senior, I plan on using mostly the pedal assist for my outdoor trail rides and running errands around town. So you'll be seeing more videos on this as we go along. I think the Mooncool TK1 will offer a certain amount of mobility. It'll help me get out and get some fresh air and exercise more often. It'll help me, well, my aim is towards being healthy, so it's going to help me towards that as well. And it will save on gas and assist in exploring and increasing the level of adventure. The bike comes with 2 baskets, one on the front and one on the back. I recently did a grocery run. Instead of hopping in the car, and using the gas for a short run, I went on the bike. I had my lock, I locked it in place, went in the store, got my stuff, put it back in the cargo area, and then used the cargo cover that came with the vehicle, with the bike, and just to keep all my items secure in the back cargo area. What do I like the most? There's a lot of things to mention. But you know what? It's sturdy, it's well made. There's attention to detail like turning lights and brake lights and a front headlight, 20 by 3 inch wide fat tires, adjustable seat and handlebars. Everything is accessible on the handlebars, such as the digital readout for speed and shifting gears like the pedal assist, and even the horn is accessible. Everything is right there. I like the ease of use. It's definitely fun. And for Stan, well, it's easy to load onto our Honda and take a camping or just hit the trails around home. Our town is fairly hilly, and I found it was easy to shift to use the pedal assist to go up hills with ease. The brakes work well, which I've had to use on a few occasions when I'm turning corners and slowing down or meeting up with other hikers on the trail. Probably the only thing I could complain about, if I could complain, is the seat. So far, it's just not that comfortable for me. The printout information says that the TK1 comes with a comfortable big vacuum foaming seat. I don't know if that's the seat that they gave me. What I find is after about 30 or 40 minutes ride, my bottom is getting a little bit sore. And although I'd like to continue riding, I really have to return home or to base point because it's either that or endure the uncomfortableness. There are accessories like side mirrors, which I think I'm going to order. It would make it a lot easier for me to see what's coming when I ride on the road. I was given a water bottle holder. That's nice. You'd be amazed at how thirsty you get with the fresh air and exercise. They offer helmets. I had my own. They offer a chain lock. I had my own lock. They also offer a handlebar bag, which I thought was really neat. When people stop me and they want to talk about the bike, which does happen, they're immediately impressed. I noticed that one of the first thoughts seniors have is using the bike to run errands around town instead of using their car. The bike comes with all the basics, 95% pre-assembled. It holds up to 450 pounds, has a riding range of 35 to 70 miles, and it'll go up to 16 miles per hour. Now, my average is about 10 to 14. But it's very reliable, and it comes with the lithium battery. Oh, and I almost forgot, the motor is really quiet. It's available in six colors, and I actually chose a color that matches my helmet. There are so many things I could share about the Mooncool TK1 folding e-trike, and I will share those points in further adventures. This one thing you can keep in mind, a lot of attention to detail regarding safety, function, reliability, and serving practical needs, along with it being fun. All of these things have been addressed in the design and making of the Mooncool TK1. And you know me, I only share what I like. And I like this e-trike. I think I'm addicted.